puppies. Oh, I can see the little puppies out in the backyard. Not my yard, the next door, but little puppies. Oh, little puppies. It was raining last night, and it was just blowing like a gale, and the rain was so heavy that it's the heaviest it's been in Sydney for about 20 years, and it was blowing at 100 miles an hour down the street. Unbelievably bad weather, unbelievable. I was under shelter when it happened, and it's been raining continuously for the whole day as well, but now it's finally stopped. But you know, the animals, as far as I can see, have been out in it all night. And they're puppies. There's puppies and 2 dogs. I don't know, they're out there. There's no shelter, no cover there, so I don't know what's happened. They're whining, even though the rain has finally stopped. But boy, has it been heavy. Heavy and torrential rain with blowing up a gale. The rain was just sweeping along the street, just sweeping, and everywhere you looked, everything was like a river. I can't believe. I don't know. I think the problem with these housing kind of estates is that no one's got enough resources, and everyone's, you know, in the lower thing. Mind you, they're all part of the patrol system, so they get paid or reimbursed, you know, with cars and all sorts of things that you see around while they patrol me every day. And I'm not sure, you know, with the elements how they work, but I think that the powers that be control not just the people or the android beings, because androids are connected to technology. They use technology to communicate and to track others, and that's their life, that's their occupation. The powers that be employ them, I'm told, and that way they've got a occupation or something to occupy their time, so that they don't, I suppose, become too dissatisfied with the powers that be. It's all about control, everything really. And why do they want to control a real human or a human that's not part of all that? Well, you know, for resources, as I'm told, because they need the energy, they need to and want to understand the human mind, so that they think these things will give them a road out of extinction. All these things I'm told, but you see their control games in practice, you know, put into play by the civilian androids that they financially employ and control through technology to carry out their instructions. And that way you have this kind of controlled society that is keeping everyone and everything you know, behaving or kept away from, you know, realizing that we're all in this kind of we're all under the control of technology, really, because those that are using technology to track and control me are also being used by technology for this purpose. So it's all about transhumanism, and that's and the dogs are a victim of it due to circumstances and probably also getting and extracting my energy from me because I'm hearing them yelp and whine, so I'm disturbed and upset because I tend to relate more to animals than people. But it's still just a probably playing me, whether it's real or not. And it is real, but everything is being used. And the androids are using everything and everyone, whilst they're used by the powers that be, the disciples of the God entity of Earth. That type of deal. It sounds it sounds very simple when you say it like I am. And I suppose in practice it is simple, but it's also diabolically bad. And diabolically bad means just that, diabolically, which means, at the worst, at, what some people would call the core of evil, diabolically bad for human beings. And for everything in some ways, apart from those that are controlling it. And that's the way it goes.